Hi, everyone. It is so good to see you. Welcome to KREM News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. And we begin with this breaking news story. A portion of I-90 is now preparing to reopen after an overturned semi-truck leaked hazardous material near Tyler. Westbound lanes are open to traffic, but eastbound lanes remain closed near milepost 257. So let's go straight to KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones, who is live near the location of where that crash took place. So Brandon, as of right now, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, Laura, we've been out here all morning long, and of course this all occurred overnight, so it's been a long process, but I want to show you what started all of this. Go ahead and take a closer look. This is the tank that flipped over. This is the thing that has been carrying that ammonium nitrate. That's what the Washington State Patrol has told us. They said ammonium nitrate was right there in that tank, and it flipped over last night. They got the call. They had to evacuate the area for at least 3 hours, and neighbors had to leave within a mile of this actual crash. And the whole problem with that is that this is a chemical compound that's used for things such as fertilizer, but it's also used for things like explosives. So there was 56,000 pounds of product right there in that tank, and the major concern was of leaks of the diesel that came along with the truck, and then combining with that nitrate, that's what they didn't want to happen. They were able to tow away the truck portion of it a little bit earlier, and this is a new tow truck that you see carrying the tank. In terms of where all of this incident began, it happened when a 62-year-old driver of the truck, he suffered a heart attack. He then started to swerve out of control, went through westbound, eastbound lanes, and then ultimately going over that median and crashing in a ditch. We also just recently spoke with some neighbors within the last 30 minutes or so, and they talked about just how scary last night was. Go ahead and take a listen to that sound.
We actually got on the four-wheeler and went to the scene to see exactly what was going on so that we knew how long we actually had to get out. Once we realized that even the first responders were backing out, we knew we had very little time to get out.
Yes, so just a scary situation for those neighbors who live here close by. As I said, they were able to return to their homes around midnight last night. As you can see, there still is a little bit of a backup over here off of I-90 eastbound. This is a detour, State Route 904. This is the road they're taking. It's about 12 minutes out of the way. Then they're able to hop back onto I-90 eastbound. We're not sure how much longer the cleanup process is going to take in terms of just getting all of the remaining excess things that were left behind from that tank over our shoulder cleaned up. It could take a few more hours. They may be done here pretty soon, but as soon as we get any of those updates, we'll keep you posted as well. Also, for the driver who was driving that tank, we did get an update on him. They say he is doing well. He had a pacer put inside of his heart, but according to Washington State Patrol, he is doing well at this point. For right now, reporting live in Spokane County, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
And good to hear that the driver is doing okay this afternoon. We're going to take a break from the headlines, and we're going to talk about a little bit of weather. If you were outside earlier or even had a chance to look out the window, maybe while you're working hard at work, well, then you know it was raining. And we saw showers on Monday, but really before that, it hadn't rained any significant amount since about July 10th, which has, as you know, spurred dry conditions around the inland Northwest. So the rain, while you may have gotten drenched like we did if you were caught in it, it was a welcome sight, definitely. All right, so here to tell us more about the weather and what we can expect this afternoon, we have meteorologist Thomas Patrick standing by. So should we expect more of those showers as we head through the week?
Well, Laura, it's really lightening up as of right now. In fact, it's no more than like 3 drops of water that I've seen in total. So to say it's drizzling might even be an overstatement at this point. And this is it. This is the last rain in my complete forecast moving forward. Rest of the week, perhaps even all of next week. We're going to go right back into just the more traditional summer-like conditions. By the way, yes, it did storm on Monday, but it did miss Spokane completely. So it hadn't rained officially measurably since July 10th until just now. We did have a nice little pocket of some rain move over our Southfield studios. Wasn't quite as intense where the observation point is, closer towards the airport. They only got 0.02 of an inch. That was it out of all this rain that was coming through in the past hour. But yeah, we are good to go. It's just going to be dry from here on out in Spokane. Give it about 30-60 more minutes for Coeur d'Alene. That will also start to slide off towards the east. Looks like a decent moderate rainfall over the Palouse, so Pullman, Moscow. You probably got at least another hour of this very light but beneficial and welcomed rainfall. It's not just looking good, it also smells good. You know, it's called petrichor, the smell of the fresh air just after a rainfall. That's definitely what it smells like from our outdoor weather center. But look at how cool it is. 62 is our current temperature, but where it's sunny, it's already back into the 80s, and I am anticipating for this cloud cover to start to depart just as quickly as the rain came into play earlier today. So I do think we could still have a chance to hit the 80s this afternoon, but way hotter by the time we get to this weekend.
A Spokane man shot his mom and stepdad in South Spokane yesterday. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says 22-year-old Charlie Berkland and his mom and stepdad were arguing when things escalated. Berkland shot them both and took off in a car. Deputies later found him in the parking lot of a nearby fire station. He has since been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. His mom and stepdad were seriously hurt, but were told they should recover. Also today, the trial continues for 2 members of the white nationalist group called Patriot Front. They are accused of planning to violently disrupt a pride event in Coeur d'Alene last year. Authorities arrested 31 people after finding them in the back of a U-Haul truck. 5 members of the group were tried and convicted last month for conspiracy to riot. They were sentenced to 5 days total in jail and 1 year of unsupervised probation. Also, 2 Spokane City Council members are asking county commissioners to delay voting on a measure that would fund a new jail facility. So City Council President Lori Kinnear and Council member Zach Sapone asked for more time so they can better plan how the city would spend the money before the measure goes to the voters. Now, last December, commissioners approved a ballot measure for a sales tax increase in the upcoming November general election. If approved, residents would see a 0.2% sales tax increase countywide.